Wow, I've just walked through my door. It is 25 past 12, Friday morning. Fucking hell, feels like the start of a documentary, this, doesn't it? Instant match reaction. Everton 3, Crystal Palace 2 at Goodison Park. Everton are safe and avoid relegation with a game of football that will go down in the history of this football club. As you can tell by my throat, I can barely talk. I spent about an hour on the pitch after the game. I then spent about an hour outside the ground by the by the Holy Trinity statue, walking down City Road. I then went to the pub, and thus I'm now at home and still can't quite believe what I've just witnessed. We've had some unbelievable moments in recent weeks in terms of the Newcastle win with the last minute goal. Even go back to Arsenal with the goal in the final 5 minutes there. The Leicester win, Chelsea, Man United. But that today was just special. And look, I know there'll be a few people saying, "Oh, it's a bit embarrassing that people pitch invaded when you're only just staying up and it's safety. You haven't won a trophy." That pitch invasion stage. Do you know how many people were stood around me, myself included, in tears? Every single one of those Evertonians that went on that pitch at Goodison, and everybody else that they decided not to, or that was watching at home, gave out a massive roar of relief when that final whistle was blown today and when Dominic Calvert-Lewin headed in that winning goal. So, fuck yeah. Oh, it's a bit embarrassing. Oh, it's a bit laughable, isn't it? Oh, what are you doing pitch invading when you've spent 500 million? Get to fuck, mate. You don't know what we've been through this season. You don't know how we felt when Burnley beat us at Turf Moor a few weeks ago and we all thought it was done and dusted. You don't know how we felt before we beat Chelsea at home a couple of weeks ago and we all thought that we were gone. You don't know how we felt on Sunday when we all thought, fucking hell, that was a massively missed opportunity. And you do not know how we feel tonight when Dominic Calvert-Lewin headed in that winner. So yes, I did go on the pitch. And yes, I stayed there for an hour. And yes, I screamed, shouted, chanted, and absolutely poured my eyes out. Because I fucking love this football club. And that today is a day I will never forget. Should it be like that? Absolutely not. Can we forgive and forget the people that have put us in this situation? Absolutely not. Does there need to be massive changes made? Absolutely. But for this moment, can we please just enjoy what it means to be an Evertonian? And that's what it means to be an Evertonian. Before the game, during the game, after the game, that is our football club. And nothing can replace that. Nothing can replace that. That was a movie script tonight. It really, really was. 2-0 down at half-time. Referee was an absolute fucking embarrassment. Doesn't send Jordan Ayew off for a blatant red card challenge. He goes on and scores the winner. We're basically staring down the battle of relegation. At that point, we're needing Leeds to lose on Sunday because, the game against Arsenal will be a difficult one. And yet, the manager makes a couple of unbelievable substitutions, unbelievable decisions, and we go out. Not only do we get back in the game, but we get a winner in the final 5 minutes. It just... I'm lost for words. I'm absolutely lost for words. This season has been full of ups, downs, mostly downs, let's have it right. But it has been an absolute shit heap of a season. From Carlo Ancelotti leaving last summer to employing an absolute egomaniac knobhead as manager to replace him. And then, being in a position where the fans were the most divided we've ever been. We've ever been the most divided we've ever been as a fan base. And Frank Lampard's come in, and not only has he unified this fan base, but he's made us the most together that we maybe have ever been. Certainly the most together that we've been in my lifetime. It was a movie tonight. And I'm just as I said, I'm lost for words. You'll have seen the video of me on the pitch at Goodison celebrating, and the amount of people that I bumped into who just all very much felt the same as me. Just relieved, but happy that we can put this absolute shithole of a season behind us. We've got a manager we can get behind. We've got a manager who loves this football club. You've seen that with his celebrations, jumping on top of the main stand, singing Spirit of the Blues with the Evertonians. Just that, I love the fella. I absolutely love the fella. I love him. He's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. He's everything we want as an Everton manager. And we all said he would be the hero this season, who would come on and be that player that we all look back on in 10, 15 years and say, they were the reason we survived in the Premier League. And well, there's been a couple of them in recent weeks, but tonight, two stick out in mind. And don't get me wrong, I thought Alex Iwobi was immense again tonight. I thought Michael Keane played really well, but the two that stick in my mind, the Dele and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, for all of the slack and all of the stick and all of the criticism he's had in recent weeks. The lad won 15 headers today. 15 fucking headers he won. And he scored the winning goal. Whatever happens with Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the future, whatever happens with Dominic Calvert-Lewin this summer, his goal has kept Everton in the Premier League. And his performance today was fabulous. Dele, come on. A lot of talk about his future. A lot of talk about why he hasn't been given opportunities so far at the club. For whatever reason, he was immense today when he come on. He's on Instagram Live now singing the Goodison Gang. We just don't do things easily, do we? But would we have it any other way? I seen a tweet earlier on today which said something along the lines of, would you rather a 3-0 comfortable win or a 1-0 last minute winner, limbs flying everywhere? And I didn't vote on it because, quite frankly, I would have taken either at 12 o'clock today when I seen that tweet. But there's just something really, really special about the way in which that game panned out. And as I said, we've got to enjoy this now. I cannot wait for the next 2 days. I cannot wait. I'll be watching the Arsenal game as if we've won the fucking league, thinking, oh, we winning, are we? We scored. Oh. No stress, no anxiety, no anger, no disappointment, just watching it as a game of football and looking forward to putting this shithole of a season behind and moving forward with Super Frankie Lampard as our manager. And I really, really want to convey and get across that we can enjoy this without it being, wow, you're backing the board or you're not seeing the bigger picture. We shouldn't be in this. We shouldn't be where we are today. We shouldn't be sitting here in mid-May celebrating Premier League survival and pitch invading like we did. But did anybody not feel great about that? Was there any Evertonian? I challenge any Evertonian who may be watching this video to tell me that you were at Goodison Park today and that didn't feel amazing. Whether it should be like that or not is a point we can address in the coming weeks. And the reasons it was like that is a point we can address in the coming weeks. Players, board members, etc, etc. Obviously not the manager because he's been fucking fabulous since he's come in. But for now, we've got to enjoy that moment and we've got to absolutely bask in the relief and the weight off of our shoulder that we have now, which is that we're staying in the Premier League. I hope Leeds win 18-0 at the weekend. I hope Burnley win 18-0 because it means fuck all to us. We're staying in the Premier League. Yeah, as I said, I'm just absolutely lost for words. I've seen a lot of people today who come up to me and recognise me from the channel and stuff. And thank you so much for doing that. And, you know, there's even flies getting about. I'm sweating to fuck. I'm covered in blue smoke. I've got no voice. I know people may have expected me to come on and scream and shout and be in tears, but I've literally just stood on the pitch at Goodison Park for an hour and exerted everything I had left. And that's why in that little 1 minute video, you can see the enjoyment and the joy on everybody's faces. Bumping into people I haven't seen for years, bumping into people I didn't even know were at the game. Yeah. It just means a lot. It means a lot. Regardless of whether it's ideal, regardless of whether it should have been like this, that today was special. We had the referee against us. Let's have it right. Let's not twist this in any way that it isn't. We had the referee against us. The Jordan Ayew challenge is a blatant sending off. We had the VAR against us because they didn't even bother looking at it. We went 2-0 down, and yet we still managed to pick ourselves back up and fight for that shirt. The fans were immense from before the game, greeting the coach, to during the game when we were 2-0 down, coming out in the second half, getting back, you know, in the atmosphere back and building it back up. And the players delivered. The players dug deep tonight. At a time they could have give up, you know, threw the towel in and gone, forget it, it's done. They dug deep. They battled. They worked. I'm just absolutely, I'm almost in a bit of disbelief, to be honest. That is the type of thing that you would watch on a film in the cinema and you would go, yeah, it's a belter that. It was mad the way, like, they had such an awful season, but then at the end they went from 2-0 down. Yeah, it's possible, unrealistic. I'm just in disbelief that that's what we've witnessed. I am. And it just makes it all the more special, doesn't it? Because that tonight was the night. Tonight was do or die. Let's have it right. Tonight was do or die. And we did. You see the celebrations after the game. Dele, Anthony Gordon, Abdoulaye Doucouré, John Joe Kenny, Nathan Patterson, Lewis Dobbin, Tom Davis, Jordan Pickford, Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Vitaly Mykolenko. Every one of them is absolutely buzzing. And they'll be as relieved as the rest of us are. But that tonight, I'm sorry we're not doing a live stream. My mum and dad are literally in bed and I wouldn't want to wake them up. But that is just... That's Everton fucking Football Club. That's my fucking football club. I just... Yeah. I'm absolutely... Do you know what? I must have told about 50 people I loved them today. I'll never love anything as much as I love Everton Football Club. I simply won't. I really, really won't. I must have told about 50 people I loved them today. I haven't had a bevy. I haven't touched a sip of alcohol all day. All day. I feel bladdered. Absolutely fucking smashed off my face, and I haven't touched a drop of alcohol. It's unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. And as I said, for this video, for the player ratings, which we'll do shortly, for the review tomorrow, for the preview to Arsenal, for the next couple of days at least, we just need to enjoy this and appreciate that this is all done now. All of the stress, the anxiety, the worry, it's done. And it's done in a good way. It's not done in a way of, oh, we've gone down so we don't have to worry anymore. It's done in a way of, we've stayed up. And we can address the massive problems in due course. But for now, get yourselves a bevy. If you're in town, have a bell tonight. Be safe. If you've got work tomorrow, go to work, get through it. And if your plans are to go out for a bevy, go and have a bevy. And don't stop singing Everton songs all fucking night. Up the fucking Toffees. Goodison Gang, Spirit of the Blues, Super Frankie Lampard, he's Brazilian. Our number 9, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Michael fucking Keane. Up the fucking Toffees. Get in. Get the fuck in. Oh, I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. That tonight is just... That's peaked. That has peaked. I've peaked. I don't think it gets much better than standing on Goodison's pitch with 10,000 Evertonians who are all feeling the same as you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, leave a like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be back with the player rating shortly. This fucking football club, mate. This fucking football club. By the way, give Frank Lampard a lifetime contract. He's fucking boss. Get in, up the toffees. Please after.